YouTube, NFL picks week 4 already. God, we're already a quarter away through the season already. After this week, of course. Got your week 4 picks right here. So far this year, I've been doing really good on picks. As far as straight up picking the games, who wins and who loses, I have a winning record. But with the points, I haven't really calculated that, but whatever. We'll get to that at another time. Tonight's game, we got the Minnesota Vikings, who are a 7-point underdog at the Los Angeles Rams. A Los Angeles Rams team that is on fire right now, on all cylinders. The only thing I can honestly say, maybe, if anything, is working against the LA Rams is probably Jared Goff. But he's not losing them games. I mean, he's not a superstar, spectacular quarterback, but he's not losing games. And he's doing what he does to get him a win. Plus, they got a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Well, could be a wide receiver. Running back Todd Gurley, in my opinion, is a future Hall of Famer. And you got the Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins, who the Minnesota gave up Case Keenum for and believed that he was the future. Well, it's too early to call on that. Basically like this, I was questioning Minnesota for the first 2 weeks, but honestly, I think they need a lot of work. After last week, getting blown out at home by the Buffalo Bills, who are a horrible team, I think that pretty much said everything I need to know about Minnesota. I understand they may have overlooked them, may have been a bad game, but now you're at the Los Angeles Rams, who are firing on all cylinders. I got to go with the Rams, big time. Maybe a closer game than people think, but I'm looking at a freaking 28-14 win by the Rams, or 31-14. Honestly, I think the Rams are going to win it decisively. The Rams are just on fire. Now, if Minnesota wins this game, I will be a believer again. But if I don't see it. I just don't see it. But it's the NFL. That's why we like it. The unpredictable happens. But I'm going with the Rams to go 4-0. And honestly, I think they are the team to beat in the NFC this year. I really do. I don't see who else is really going to give them a run for their money. Now we're into Sunday, Miami. The Miami Dolphins, a 3-0 team. Another shock of the year. 7-point underdog at New England. I gotta tell you, I'm sorry, Patriot fans, but New England looks like absolute shit. They look horrible. In a game I thought they'd blow Detroit out, wouldn't even be a game. That's what we would expect from the old New England Patriots. It seems like every time Tom Brady got beat, the next game, he blew the fuck out of whoever it was. I don't care if it was a superstar team. He always blew them out. But I think Tom Brady is having a come into earth moment. I think his age is starting to show. I think he's getting tired. I'm not saying that that he'll always be an elite quarterback, honestly. But he's 40, let's be honest, he's 41 years old. He's playing against teams that are 20 years younger than him averagely. He just can't do it. I'm sorry. I just don't see. I think Tom Brady had an excellent career, and I still think he's good to stick around for an organization to coach another quarterback. I honestly should believe that they should have kept Jimmy Garoppolo. They should have. Because, honestly, when you got a guy who's 41 years old, Tom Brady or no Tom Brady, I know Tom Brady is an exception, okay? But the average 41-year-old quarterback is out of the league. So, I don't know, man. I think New England's in trouble. I think New England needs to rebuild. Because they're 1-2. I mean, when was the last time the New England Patriots were below 500 going into week 4? I don't think it's ever happened with Tom Brady. Maybe one time. Maybe his rookie year. But I think New England's in trouble. I really do. Miami is a young team. I think New England will win this game simply because it's do or die time. Tom Brady is still Tom Brady regardless of the age, and I think he will get a win here. And I'm not even judging Miami harshly on this if they lose this game, because I know this is a game the New England Patriots must win. You have a feeling. If New England drops 1-3, not saying their season's over, but boy, oh boy, somebody's getting fired. That's all I know if the New England Patriots drop 1-3. So, sorry, Dolphin fans, I'm a believer in you. Even if you lose this game, I'm still a believer in you, because I just think it's do or die. New England's got to win this game. They have to win, and I think they will win. Houston getting 1.5 at Indianapolis. Who cares about this game? Two teams who no one cares. I mean, I'll take the Colts at home. Why not? I don't know. This is a game I really could care less about. I just took whoever. Cincinnati getting 5.5 at Atlanta. Well, guess what? I didn't fall for the Andy Dalton Kool-Aid again. He had a coming to earth moment too. Andy Dalton went back to his exact same ways as we've grown used to knowing. He chokes, and he threw 4 interceptions. Guess what? Take Atlanta, the 5.5. Cincinnati, yeah, had a great start, but you know what? We Bengal fans know the drill. They start good, then they get your hopes up, then they piss it down their leg. So, take Atlanta. I'm not a believer whatsoever. Buffalo getting 10 at Green Bay. Green Bay is another team, just like Minnesota. I'm not sure what's going on with them either. They don't look that great either, honestly. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looks, I don't know. I think he's still struggling from an injury that he had maybe earlier. I think Green Bay will win. It's at Lambeau Field. I'm taking Green Bay, but I'm taking Buffalo with the 10 points. Detroit getting 3 at Dallas. And the game Dallas must win. God, I don't know what's going on with the Cowboys, man. They're struggling too. It may be such a thing as I don't know if they should stick with Dak Prescott. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Dak Prescott looked great after Tony Romo, but that's because everybody wanted Tony Romo gone. You could have threw me in there and they would have cheered for me, honestly. The Cowboy fans were at the point they wanted Romo gone. At least most of them. So, I'm taking Dallas at home, but I don't know. This game to me don't mean much for either one of these teams. New York Jets getting 7.5 at Jacksonville. Jacksonville coming off a very tough loss last week against the Tennessee Titans, who are a division rival, and both defenses are legit, obviously. They both held each other to field goals. So, I think Jacksonville redeems himself, and I think they beat the Jets outright. Tampa Bay getting 3 at Chicago. Guess what? I'm taking Chicago. I did not fall for the Ryan Fitzpatrick Kool-Aid in Tampa Bay. I just didn't. I mean, I said I like Ryan Fitzpatrick, but that doesn't mean I think he should be a starter. There's a reason Ryan Fitzpatrick is getting bounced from job to job to job to job. It's not because he's good. Ryan Fitzpatrick is what he is. I think he's a great guy, obviously, great backup, good mentor, but that's what he is. He's not a starter. And Tampa Bay, I don't blame you from going against Jameis Winston because he ain't your future either, but it sure as hell ain't Ryan Fitzpatrick. So, you guys are stuck with either him. I mean, if you had to go with one of the two, obviously you're going to go with Fitzpatrick. He's got more experience. But after this year, you need to cut them both loose and start over. I mean, unless something miraculously happens where they go to the Super Bowl or something, then that's different. But neither one of those quarterbacks are your future. So take Chicago. And Mitch Trubisky, I don't think he's the future for Chicago either. I'm sorry. Mitch Trubisky is like a below-average quarterback. He's not even that good. Tennessee is at home getting 4 against Philadelphia. They're a 4-point underdog against Philadelphia. I don't know about this one. I took Philadelphia, but I'm kind of having second thoughts. Tennessee looks like they got a really good defense. And I think they could slow Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, whoever it is. But I'm taking Philadelphia because I think they got more weapons than Tennessee does. I don't really know much about Tennessee, I'll tell you right now. I don't really know many players except for the quarterback. Arizona getting 3 at home against Seattle. I think it's easily to be said that Arizona is the worst team in the league. They are god awful. Take Seattle, which surprised me. They're only getting 3 points. I think it should be like 10 points because I think Seattle will bury them. Cleveland getting 3 at Oakland. The Oakland Raiders, who everybody thought were going to be really, really good, and they were. I believe they missed their chance. I believe that the Oakland Raiders are going to struggle. Obviously, they're 0-3. And, God, do I dare take Cleveland twice in a row? Guess what I'm going to? I'm taking Cleveland. Because, guys, as a Bengals fan, listen, we're arch rivals, but every one of them Browns games have been winnable games. They should have beat New Orleans and they should have beat Pittsburgh. They easily could be 3-0 right now. If they wouldn't have pissed around with fucking Tyrod Taylor, Hugh Jackson, I don't get it. I mean, you were a head coach and an offensive coordinator. You did a great job in Cincinnati. Why in the hell would you draft Baker Mayfield and go with Tyrod Taylor and a guy who's been bounced from team to team to team for a reason? I don't get that. But now you quit pissing with Tyrod Taylor, and now you're going to start Baker Mayfield in his actual first start. I think Cleveland's going to get it done. I think they're going to win this game outright. They're going to be 2-1-1, and guess what? The Cleveland Browns might just finally be a team to be reckoned with. San Francisco getting 10.5 at the LA Chargers. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably out for the season with an ACL tear. Take the Chargers. Don't mean much, but take the Chargers. New York Giants getting 3.5 at home against New Orleans. I like the Giants actually at home. I think the Giants just got off to a slow start, and I think the Giants, if they win this game, I think they're back in business, especially in the division they're in with Dallas, Philadelphia, and Washington. I believe the Giants are not out of the playoff contention at all. I really don't. Keep in mind, the New York Giants, I think, are the only team, or one of the only teams to start 0-2 one year and win a Super Bowl. I think it was in 07. It was either 07 or whatever the hell the other one was. I think the Giants are not... I don't sleep on the Giants, I'm telling you. Baltimore, Sunday night, great game. Baltimore getting 3 at Pittsburgh. I'm taking Pittsburgh at home. This is a tough physical team. This is a great rival. Great on Sunday Night Football. And I like Pittsburgh at home. So take Pittsburgh. And Monday night, 1st of October, Denver is getting 4.5 at home. Underdog against Kansas City. Kansas City is on a roll. Honestly, they just get it done. They're good. I like Denver. I like Kansas City. That's the way it is. I like Kansas City on the road to go in and beat them outright. So there's your Week 4 picks. Good luck to all your teams.